Hello everyone, Thempire Ian here with more new cards. We got a lot of free agents for Alliance Insight, a lot of free agents for the TCG exclusives of Supreme Darkness, and more Argo Stars that I apparently missed at some point. And it's been so long that I'm just going to put them in this video. So here we go. First up, we've got a new anniversary monster. And these things all suck, so don't expect too much. It's a rank 12 monster. Wow, with 5,000 attack and defense. Dragon Master Lord. This Ixie summon card cannot be destroyed by opponent's card effects. Also, your opponent can target with card effects. I would hope so if you're using 2 level 12 monsters to make this. You can make this in Centurion. This card attacks a defense position monster. You have 25 or more cards in your graveyard and inflict double piercing damage. Wowie, wow. Once per turn, if your opponent has 25 or more cards in their graveyard, you can detach one card with material from this card, special summon a monster from your deck, extra deck, or grave. That's actually kind of crazy, but still no one's playing this. And that's good, because it is a QCR exclusive, and I would not like to have playable QCR exclusives. Dragon Master Magia. Anyways, here's the Argo Stars. New Argo Stars. No new trap monsters, which is interesting, because this is a trap monster archetype, remember? But also I don't remember what any of the cards do anymore. It's been so long, and they're so nothing. Level 4 Earth Warrior. So this is the first, the second, main deck monster. That's not a trap monster. 14/14 stats. You can only use the first and third effect of this card's name once per turn. Quick effect. You can reveal this card in your hand, return one face-up Argo Star contiguous trap you control to the hand, and if you do special on this card. Okay, so it has a summon condition. That's nice. And it's quick effect too. That's pretty cool. Gain 700 attack and defense for every other Argo Star monster you control with different names, so it's just going to mostly be the continuous traps. If you manage this card, set one continuous trap from your hand, it can be activated this turn. Okay. So you can banish it from the field only, though, to set a new continuous trap, perhaps the one you returned to hand, and then it can be activated that turn, so that's pretty neat. That's like an okay card. I think that's decent. And then we have Argo Stars Giant Hunting, which is interesting. I know we're doing like Jason the Argonaut stuff, but you know, sure, why not? You can only use the first of the, you can only use one of the first and second effects of this card on return. It's a quick play spell, which means it's actually going to maybe do something for the deck. Add an Argo Star monster in your deck to your hand, then if you control a continuous trap in the monster zone or a continuous trap with an effect that special summons itself as a monster in the spell trap zone, immediately after this effect resolves, you can normal summon one warrior monster. Okay, so it gives you an additional normal summon. It searches the main deck monsters, and then if you have one of the continuous traps already going, you can get an additional normal summon. That's actually not bad. During your main phase, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target 2 cards on the field, including an Argo Star continuous trap you control, return them to the hand. Sure, I mean, that's like fine. It's like a decent way to remove some stuff from your opponent. I feel like the big problem is that Argo Star, from what I recall, just doesn't do anything. And this doesn't really help that. This makes it a lot more consistent. And I guess it gives it a little bit of stuff to do on your turn, but it doesn't do enough, I don't think. Maybe the new Odeon stuff that's coming in the next Maze set will help with that. Alright, next up we have a special holiday card for Alliance Insight. It's another one of those cards with that freak on there. I don't remember his name. Dragon's Mind. You can only use the first and second effects of this card name once per turn. When a spell, trap card, or monster effect is activated, you control a monster with 2,500 original attack or defense, negate the activation if you do destroy that card. If this card's in your graveyard, you can pay 2,500 life points, set this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. This seems decent. It's like a fine card. But say it with me, folks. It's not searchable, so you're never going to play it. But otherwise, it's pretty decent. It's interesting to finally have like a counter trap that has the pay some cost to set this card again. But otherwise, yeah. Let's move on. We've got NT 8000 Sirius. I assume it's like supposed to be like Nitro. NT is like Nitro, maybe. Level 8 Dark Machine effect monster, 23/25. You can only use the second and third effects once per turn. This card effect, this linked card cannot be destroyed by battle. So if there's a link monster pointing to it, it's indestructible by battle. Okay. During a turn, a link monster activated an effect. Quick effect, you could target one face-up card in your field and one face-up card in your opponent's field, destroy those 2 cards. Okay. If this card is set to the graveyard except from the field and you control a dark link monster, you can special summon this card, but if it leaves the field, it is banished. Okay. This is bad. This is not a good card. Wow. Yeah, I mean, like, that's nothing. I mean, to be fair, it's a free agent. A lot of the free agents were kind of nothing, but like, this is, yeah, this is just nothing. Okay. We got a new dragon fusion, and might have a little bit of synergies with a little archetype called Dragon Rulers. No, I mean Dragon Maids. Yeah, I'm kidding about the Dragon Rulers. Although, you know, they kind of work together pretty well, so maybe. Philia Regis, or as the kanji says, Forbidden Princess of the Fairy Dragons. You know, maybe this is finally the lady of the castle, of the mansion, I mean, for the Dragon Maids to... So maybe this is the Yuri. Is this the Yuri? I just released that video just today about the top 10 Yuri archetypes, and I was like, the problem with the Dragon Maids is that there's no actual Yuri here, despite the fact that everyone says there's Yuri here. Maybe this is the Yuri. Maybe. Materials: 1 Dragon Fusion monster, like a Dragon Maid, or a level 7 or higher Dragon monster, like a Dragon Maid. You can only use the first, second, card. During the main phase, quick effect, you can target 1 card your opponent controls or in their graveyard, banish it. Then if you banish a card from the field, return 1 Dragon monster you control to the hand. Which, you know, for Dragon Maids is not awful, because then it lets you summon them again, and then they get their effects again. Although, you know, obviously Dragon Maids have the ability to swap in and out themselves, so it's not perfect synergy, but still, it lets you trigger some on-summon effects again. That's pretty nice. And you're, you know, returning or you're banishing a card, so that's pretty nice too. And if you banish from the grave, you don't even have to return a card, so that's pretty neat. I actually like the flexibility of that. At the start of your opponent's battle phase, this card in your graveyard battle phase, like a Dragon Maid, you can return 1 Dragon monster you control to your hand or extra deck, and you do special summon this card. So this also can basically function as the Dragon Maid swap out deal, huh? And it's got a lot more attack than the Dragon Maid forms do. That's really interesting. I think this actually does do quite a bit for Dragon Maid as an archetype. Is it worth playing though? It has a lot of application. You know, the banish is probably worth it, right? Just having that banish is pretty neat. And then it has a way to come back to the field, and then, you know, also bounces the Dragon Maids, which they are pretty okay with doing on anyways. Yeah, I mean, I think you probably do play this, right? This seems all right. This seems pretty decent. I like this. All right, next up we've got a Synchro. Oh, a Psychic Synchro too. Jura the Cursed Thunder Deity, level 11, so it's really good for punks because they can make level 11s pretty easily. 3100, 3100, tuner, non-tuner, so it's pretty generic. You can only use this card's name second effect once per turn. Each time your opponent activates a card or effect, gain 300 life points when it resolves. We love gaining life points in a Psychic deck. During your opponent's turn, quick effect, you contribute this card, then pay 1500 life points, activate one of these effects. Destroy all face-up monsters your opponent controls. Destroy all face-up spell traps your opponent controls. Okay, so it does require you to tribute this card to do this. But, since the, since the punks are able to make level 11 synchros so easily, this is a really good way to get access to Raigeki or Harpy's Feather Duster without having to draw into Raigeki or Harpy's Feather Duster, right? And I think one of the things that Punk does actually have problems with is clearing the field. Obviously, they can make Psychic and Punisher, but Psychic and Punisher is good at getting over guys and not at clearing guys, right? If the guys are unclearable by just getting over them, then it doesn't do as much. This is like another option to go into, and it's another level 11. Like, since it's so easy to get into level 11s, this is like another, you could do both, right? You don't have to do one or the other. You could do both. This is interesting though, because Oh, so hold up. Okay, so this right here is support for Punk that is not a Punk card. This right here is support for Dragon Maid, which is not a Dragon Maid card. And this right here is support for Orcust, which is not an Orcust card. That's really interesting that they're printing synergistic cards in Alliance Insight to go alongside the Trinity box that's coming out soon that has the support for those 3 archetypes. That's actually pretty neat. That's an interesting way of doing this. I probably would have just put more support for those archetypes in here because 2 cards is not enough. But or do you just put more cards in those Trinity boxes? But whatever. That's just me. But these are neat. I do like the idea of printing more generically viable cards, or more generic, not like generically viable, because obviously that's still, a Dark Machine thing that wants to do Dark Link monster stuff. This is a Dragon card that wants to do Dragon stuff, right? And this does like a lot of the same synergistic stuff with Psychic cards, but they do want to, they do work with the archetypes, but they also can work outside the archetypes. I think that's a really neat way of doing it. Next up, we have more TCG exclusives for Supreme Darkness. We got some zombie stuff. Oh, Pyramid Turtle. Pyramid Turtle! Yeah! I love Pyramid Turtle. Curse of the Ancient Turtle. Normal spell card. Banish 1 zombie monster from your hand or graveyard. Send a zombie monster from your deck to the graveyard. Alright, that's not bad. There's some zombie monsters that want to be banished. There's some zombie monsters that really want to be in the graveyard, right? So that's not bad. When your zombie monsters destroy a battle, you can banish this card from your graveyard, especially summon a zombie monster with 2,000 or less defense from your deck. You can only use each effect once per turn. The second effect is nothing, really. But the first effect, and the second effect will come up occasionally, which means that the first effect being good makes the second effect better, right? Because the first effect is what you want to play the card for. And then if it's in the graveyard, you just happen to have that second effect as well. I think that's the best way to think about this. Unfortunately, say it with me, it's unsearchable. So you probably won't play it. I guess it's a starter, but it's also a 2-card starter, a 1.5 card starter. So it's gonna require you to actually draw in the zombie monsters. And let me tell you, as a Speedroid player, that's not good enough. That's simply not good enough. All right, Dark Necromancer. Let's see what this guy's up to. Level 4 Dark Zombie Effect Monster. If this card is normal system, you can send a Fiend or Zombie Ritual Monster from hand or deck to the grave. Then you can add a Ritual spell from your deck to your hand. Oh, wow. That's incredible for exactly vendreads. Why isn't this a vendread monster? There's like no other zombie ritual deck, right? Really? I don't think so anyways. I mean, there's probably like zombie rituals, but there's not like a zombie ritual deck. Oh, for a list, click here. Don't mind if I do. Here, I'll let that load while I do this. You can target one of your banished level 4 or lower fiend or zombie monsters, special summon it. Oh wow, that's also really nice, especially for Vendread, who likes to banish the material that they use for ritual summon. Alright, what's going on here? Nothing. Thanks. Thanks, Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Org. I appreciate this. That's... Okay, let's go over. Sorry for the flashbang. I was hoping to avoid that, but oh geez, I'm gonna have to use this. Yeah. Okay, so what we want is ritual monster. Select race. That's not what they're called, but okay. Dokuro Rider. Where's the Vendreads? Why aren't the Vendreads showing up? What? Are the... reset filters. Yeah, vendreads are zombies. What's going on here? Oh wait, it also does fiends too, so it could work for end of the world stuff. You could use it for oh, what's the yeah, demise. That's right, demise and ruin. You could use it for demise and ruin. I do think vendread is significantly better than those, though. As funny as that is to say, like vendread, famously not a great archetype, but like they have some really good cards now, especially with the Link monster. They have a lot of potential, and this card does a lot for them. So, like this is a pretty crazy card. It's basically pre-prep in a way, but explicit like for vendread. Wow, this is quite good, and it's better because it actually has a second effect too, where it can special summon a banished level 4 fiend or zombie monster. This is quite strong. Wow. Yeah, I'm impressed by that. That's a good one. All right, one more. It's another Alliance Insight guy. Gordian Schneider. Gordian Schneider. Is that what we're going with? Gordian Schneider? Okay. It's a reference to the Gordian knot, of course, but Schneider, German for one who cuts. Okie dokie. This card's activation and effect cannot be negated. That's cool. It's a normal spell card. At the start of your main phase, target any number of face-up cards in the field, banish one card from your hand, or 6 cards from your extra deck for every targeted card face down, and then return the targeted cards to the hand. So you can either banish, so you target any number, you can either banish 1 card from your hand or 6 from your extra deck for every targeted card. And they're vanished face down too, so they don't do anything for you. And then you return it to the hand. I feel like 6 from the extra deck is a little too high, but hello Nimlaria. Like this is incredible for Nimlaria, or any of the other like your Grand Maju style decks where you want to banish a whole bunch to, like for Nimlaria, you want to banish a whole bunch to get the Nimlaria on field to do the big board wipe and then get your big guys in. This helps you also clear the clear some stuff from the field. It doesn't have to target face-up cards. And in Grand Maju, you also want to banish a whole bunch of cards, but in that one, you don't have much removal, so this is good removal for that. I'm not sure I see this getting much play otherwise, since it banishes face down. If it banished face up, I could actually genuinely see this being played going second in Malice. I think if it had done face up, Malice would have loved this card. But they did not do that, so I don't see this seeing much play outside of Nimlaria and Grand Maju decks. And I don't think this is the difference maker for Grand Maju or Nimlaria that makes them playable. So that's my thoughts here. A lot of cards here today, so let's do a quick recap. This card's bad and that's good. These cards, I'm still confused as to what we're trying to do with Argo Stars, really. It doesn't really feel like Konami understands what they're trying to do with them either. This card would potentially be good if it was searchable in any archetype ever. This card I think is bad, but you know, Orcust is a pretty good deck anyways, so maybe it'll see some play, but I don't think Orcust needs this card, frankly. This card's actually quite nice for Dragon Maids. Philia Regis is actually quite good for the Dragon Maids, I think. I think that it'll see play in that deck. And I think Jura will see play in the Punk deck. I think it's a quite good option for them to go into. I think Curse the Ancient Turtle is a good card, but not good enough to justify being played. Because it's not searchable, it's not reliable as a combo piece. And it's just a 1.5 card combo. If it had been a 1 card combo, it would be one thing, but it's just a 1.5. I don't think it's going to see much play. Dark Necromancer, on the other hand, is incredible. This card is insane, and I think vendread players have never been eaten better than this. You can also do it with the Demise stuff, but I think vendread is just going to be your better option. And then Gordian Schneider, as I said, I don't see it getting any play outside of Nemlaria and Grand Magia. And to be clear, Nemlaria is the better of the two. The Grand Magia decks are nothing these days, but I think Nemlaria can use it. I just don't think it's particularly good either. But yeah, that's my thoughts here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you had a great year, and this coming year is going to be great for you. I really appreciate all of you supporting me throughout the year, and it's been a wonderful time, and I hope to make this next year even better. Make sure to check out my New Year's video about the top 10 Yuri archetypes. Happy New Yuri, you know, you get it, you get it, you get it, you get it, you get it. And I'll see ya in the next one. Bye-bye. Hey there, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Got a lot more for you if you want them. Just hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to get notifications. I'd also appreciate if you left me a like and a comment, maybe share the video around with your friends. You can also follow me on all the usual social media sites. Just check out my website in the description below for more info. My videos are funded by my patrons and YouTube members, whose names you'll see scrolling by underneath credits here. For just $1 a month, you too could find yourself here, trapped in my end screen for all eternity. In particular, I'd like to thank Haru Hayes, Fleakill, Frog Prince Michael, Jeremy Coatney, the Almighty Ferret Lord, and Fire Mizumi. A big thanks to all my other patrons and unto my little community as a whole. Remember to be kind to yourselves, be kind to others, and have a wonderful whatever time it is for you. Bye-bye!